Hello, everybody! Happy Wednesday. How are we all today? Hope you're well. How are we all doing out there? Good evening, Philip. Good evening, Mark. How are you both? Good evening, Ross. I hope we are all well out there tonight. Good evening, Chewy. Got a bit of a funky soundtrack on at the moment. That will change, I'm sure. When at some point I inevitably get bored. Good evening, Russ. Hope you're well. Yes, tonight we are painting Dire Avengers. I have 30 of them to do. I have done 5. Here is one of them. And there are 4 more. Hello, Justin. How are you? Stoked for some Eldar. I too am stoked for some Eldar. This has not been the end of the Eldar either. No, sir. I know we talked about this last week. But I do have all the Dire Avengers to do. I do have some planes and tanks and things to do. Farseers. I have Warlocks. I'll have Dark Reapers. The Avatar of Cain. Howling Banshees. Jane Zar we've done before. But Mulgan Ra. All of that. All of it's coming to the channel very, very soon. Hello, Joe. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Bill Tong. Boob. Straight out there with the donation. That's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. And hello to you too, you other sexy beast out there. Because everybody here is a sexy beast. Resisting fire dragons. It's not for me, Chewy. They are for a client. And if he wants fire dragons, he'll get fire dragons. But he has to let me know that. And for all those worried, we will be doing a proper tutorial on all of the Eldar stuff. Just tonight, I'm going to show you the scheme that I've come up with. Hopefully get through a fair chunk of these 4. And we'll have some fun. Don't mention the dragons. Dragons! Dragons! I have 4 more dragons. They're under there. They're under the desk. Waiting. Waiting with fury. I figured out last night how I'm going to finish off my Hammers of Sigmar. I need to do 4 more dragons, and then I need to get 3 boxes of Annihilators. And then we're good to go on there. No, my wife says I'm just a beast. Well, that's not very kind. But yeah, we're just going to... I guess we're just going to jump in and start painting. If anybody has any objections to that. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Hope you're well. Right. I made a little start on this, as you can see. Great podcast, by the way. Really enjoyed the first one. Thank you, Ross. We're doing the next episode tomorrow. Well, the next 2 episodes tomorrow. Bethany. Hello, Ryan. Good evening, Adam. Adam is here as well. Yes, we're recording episode 1 and 2, basically. I've got my Necron Codex all ready. It's very nice. I'm ready to go. To dive right down into how they work, what they're all about, as well as my own classic spin on such things. It's a really nice book, having read it. I really like it. I like how the army works. I know I've been over this before. I like how it works. There's some cool stuff in here. Not as much cool stuff as I was hoping for, but you know, that's a different thing. But I really like this graphic, for example. The hierarchy of the Necrons, which is very cool. I'm a big fan. Always a fan of an organization chart. That's me. As those who listened to Codex and Coffee episode 1 will know, when I went on a long tirade about the Space Marines. Emily King is here. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Josh. Hope you're keeping well and having a good week so far. I'm having a lovely week. Thank you, Emily. Hope you're having a good one as well. Fred's here. Hello, Fred. Noise, says Adam. Noise. Right. Jackie P. Fine. Thanks. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Jackie. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you enjoy them. The Silent King is a good guy. Is he? Is he now? Old Zarek. Right. Are you ready? We're just gonna jump in and start painting. The first colour, as you can see, as I've done on his leg there, is Talassar Blue. Because we want this to be that nice dark blue. I find, actually, trying to plan out these Eldar colour schemes very difficult recently. So the majority of this commission is for a Baeltan army. And the green is wildly inconsistent in all of the product art that I've seen. On some things it's like a nice bright, almost salamander-esque green. On others it's kind of like halfway between that and a sort of mid-green. And on others it's like Dark Angels green. It's really bizarre. But for these Dire Avengers, it's a similar story. So a lot of the kind of box art that I've seen has them as being kind of like a dark blue. But then I see other things where they're really bright blue. So I've just gone on the I've gone on the air of having them be a little bit darker, a little bit more foreboding. Hence why we're doing Talassar Blue first, because this is our pre-shade for when we do a slightly darker blue. And that is one of those great things that you discover about mini painting and doing a lot of different things in general. Is like having done all of my dragons recently, Hammers of Sigmar, their blue is just absolutely perfect for it. The heraldic blue that they have on their shoulder pads and shields and stuff. I really like it for the Dire Avengers. So that is what we are doing on these Dire Avengers. That's why we do Talassar Blue first, which is cool. And then once the Talassar Blue is on there, we go dark. I'm really excited for the new Guardians models, because they look a lot more kind of open and free. These Dire Avenger kits being what they are, quite old. The models are quite compact. There's not a lot of dynamism in them. Which is a bit disappointing, but never mind. I have no idea what this song is. still yet to come up with like a decent like order of operations in terms of painting these guys. I kind of, the first 5, it was just very much an exercise in just do what the model speaks to you. And I got the scheme spot on, but there we go. One down. Hello, Mr. Botkin. That guy, you know. Hey, glad to catch a stream. Well, that's very awesome. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Spoiler, wrong. Okay, he's not a good guy. Mike's Painted Minis is here. Hello, Mike's Painted Minis. Hello, Mikey's Wargaming. 2 mics in a row. Your battle shall be legendary. Fred says, Eldari, heretic. I know. I would love to paint some Custodes for you right now. However, I do need to get on with these. There's a time limit on them. So that's why we're doing this. Glad you'll be doing a video on this, as I will need it. Yes, Mikey's Wargaming. We are going to be doing all of them. Sounds like off-brand talking heads. It really does. I need to strip an old metal Eldar army. Never had much luck painting them. Hope contrast makes it easier for me. Do you know what? They do drink the contrast quite nicely. There's so many recesses in them that it's a lot easier to do than Space Marines. Because, like, even if you just look at their legs, for example, yeah, you've got those wide open plates just there, but, like, on the lower leg, you've got, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, 7 or 8 different recesses on one leg alone. Whereas on a Space Marine leg, you have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 on a Space Marine leg. So, and that's just on the lower leg, so that's really nice. I'm late to the party. Evening all. Hello, Sam. You are not late. You are right on time. A Sam is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. I thought it sounded a bit David Dowie for a minute. Yeah, pretty, very nice, Phil. But at least it's not as bad as the optionless Orc Boys kit. Also, how's it going? I'm very well, thank you, Darius. How are you? Hello, Mr. Gotkin. I've already said hello to you, but you can get a second one as I'm catching up on the chat. Emily asks, have you always been into painting / art, or has this been a new skill for you worked on when you entered the Warhammer world? I wish I could draw and paint, but I can't. I can paint by numbers, which is what Warhammer is to me. Put the blue here, put the white there, you know, I can do that really well, but like actually, you know, being able to draw or paint, for example, is something I can't do. I wish I could, though. from a creative perspective, I've always been a creative person. I've studied music technology at university. I did music, and I played the trumpet since I was 8, and the guitar since I was 14, and various other things in between. But I've always kind of been a creative person, but not necessarily painting and art. This is perfect for me, because it means I can do stuff without actually having to come up with the image myself. Just finished 5 up the other week. Will regret this after the video. No, said Das. No, you will not. I have about 15, 25 total Dire Avengers to paint. I love these guys on the tabletop. Awesome, Raymond. I have 25 in total to paint. Left. As well as magnetize the Exarch. So I'm going to be doing a video on how I did this, as I know a lot of people wanted it on Instagram. But we have an Exarch here, and I figured out how to magnetize these in a reasonable manner. Like that. It's pretty good. I'm quite happy with how it's come out, because it was baffling me for a while because it's not a Space Marine, but you can barely see the magnet in there as well, which is really good. Shame they've gone to the elite slot. Yeah, I've heard this. But yeah, we've got all of the options. Got the spear. Got the dual shuriken. We've got the shuriken pistol. And sword as well. All 3 options. I've got 3 of these to do. Where did you get your magnets from, Bud? I got them from Amazon. These are... so everything I found on the internet was saying use some quite frankly ludicrous sized magnets to do this, and I think sure that's fine, but like what I used were, where are they? Aha! I keep all my magnets here. I used these things. Well, they're gone forever. I used these, and these are like 3x1s, I think, something like that. I'll check it in a minute. These are really nice and tiny, and they hold up the Eldar stuff really nice. I'm going to do a video on this. For this, I'm hoping to release it on Friday, actually. Literally just how to magnetize these guys. But I think that's important. Just because, like I said, it baffled me for a moment of, it's a ball joint. How do you magnetize a ball joint? Well, you don't. You get rid of it being a ball joint. You make it flat. So, that's what I did. This is my my magnet storage solution. Just put them all together and hope it doesn't fall off, which it frequently does. What do you think of the Eldar Corsair models? I think it's awesome. I think they're really, really cool. And I cannot wait to see how, in what format they're going to come out. I don't know if they're coming out as a box, or if they're going to come out in Kill Team. I don't know if they've said how it's going to come. I think they'll be even better when the Codex drops. They're definitely going to be better when the Codex drops, the Dire Avengers. The only problem is, as has been mentioned, they've gone to the elite slot. That is the only problem. So, Guardians and Rangers, I think, are going to be your only options, but maybe the Shroud Runners will be as well. Or jet bikes. I think jet bikes are a traditional troops option, maybe. Can't remember. Where did you get your magnets from? I've done that one. That's awesome magnetization. Thank you very much. These Dire Avengers for you? No, Mikey. They're for a customer. That's awesome. I used to play the piano, was always creative as well. Never thought of thinking Warhammer is paint by numbers. You have skill, Josh. Don't that take you away from yourself? No, I do not. But it is kind of fundamentally what it does boil down to, is painting by numbers. In a good way, of course. At least that's how I view it. Because even as a kid, doing painting by numbers books, I was really good at staying in the lines. That's what my teacher told me. They were like, dude, you got talent. You can stay in the lines. And I was like, yeah, man. Staying in the lines is what it's all about. Do. I should probably talk about at some point tonight some of the exciting changes happening over at Warhipster Towers this week. Which we will do. I'll get the blue on here. We've got a few little changes going to be happening so that you get even more regular content from your favourite bearded man on the internet. That's right, Santa Claus. He's going to be a guest on Warhipster. No, he's not. I'm joking. No, we've got a couple of we've got a bit of a reshuffle in terms of how I'm going to release content, and we're adding some more content to the channel, which is really exciting. So we'll be making even more stuff for all of you guys. We'll try it out for a couple of weeks, see if it works. Like I said, I'll talk about it in just a moment. I'll get the blue on this guy. Oh, too much paint. Yeah, the angle's always a bit difficult there around the neck. Whoops. Do. Get in there. There we go. No, sadly not, Mikey. I'm not joining the Eldar. I'd like to. Maybe I will when I go some Harlequins. Just painting up Cursed City. First time I will put 0 effort in painting straight after your tutorials. Oh, awesome. Paint by numbers, highlight by integers. Exactly. That seems like that's how you'll get them at first, but they are in the upcoming codex too. Which ones? Corsairs. Ah, okay. We're still talking about Corsairs there. Was that the dinner line? Was what the dinner line? Used to love paint by numbers. Wasn't a fan of the scratch ones. Don't know if you did those ones. The noise made me teeth twitch sometimes. No, I don't know the scratch ones. What were they? Oh yeah, I'd expect all Kill Team releases to be usable in 40k. Yeah, no, they are. They should be. Yeah, like the Pathfinders are. The Novitiates are. They came with a dual profile. In the box, so you can use the Sisters of Battle Novitiates in 40k and in Kill Team. I do now actually have a unit of those Novitiates to do, so won't that be fun? Short visit today. Have a good stream as usual. Wish me luck at Bournemouth Brawl on the weekend. I will absolutely wish you good luck, and I hope you kick ass, sir. I hope you have fun, buddy. Oops, didn't get the notification you started, just swinging by. Hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Thank you for swinging by. It's very much appreciated. This music reminds me of old Clint Eastwood Cowboys movies. Excellent. That's what I'm going for. I love those old movies. I was thinking of actually watching Unforgiven the other day. But it is about 4 million years long. So that's the base paint light blue first, then contrast blue afterwards. Yeah, Raymond. So Talisar blue goes on first. Then we do the Ultramarines blue to get us a really nice, smooth dark blue. So it gets, it looks like that. Whereas if we if we go with like Cantor blue, you would get a very similar effect. You just wouldn't be as like kind of ethereal as this one. Eldar, this isn't Tau. No, Josh, it's not Tau. But I have been painting Tau today. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram. But today, I figured out an awesome recipe, which you'll all see in the video coming soon, for Mr. Darkstrider for the Tau Sept. This is what I've done today. And the rock is loose. It came loose a minute ago when I dropped it. I need to re-glue it. But yeah, figured that out today, which is really cool. He's not far away from being finished. Just need to do the lenses and the base. Autocorrect is the bane of my life. I don't even know what I was going to say. Probably something about Eldar sucking or something, Rich, probably. I would assume. I dropped a box with like my whole Grey Knights army in it, and now I have to repair them all. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Things that fall out of my head. Not planning on starting an army, but some of the new Eldar releases need to find their way onto my shelf, especially the Avatar. The Avatar is like awesome. That's such a nice model. And the 3 different variants is really cool. And the fact that they're all the same, basically, so you don't have to choose what weapon. The Wailing Doom is just the Wailing Doom. It could just look however you want. Sword, spear, axe, whatever. It's really cool. I really like that idea. Do you have a link to that playlist? Actually playing a gunslinger commander in Age of Rebellion, so it would be pretty cool to have that as a muse. Playlist, I'm literally just on Epidemic Sound, listening to all the funk. That's what we're listening to at the moment. So if you subscribe to Epidemic Sound... in fact, I can give you a referral code. Copy link. Let me know if you guys can see this. But yeah, so if you go to like that, you can find all the music that I use for YouTube. I think it does cost $9.99 a month. That's really worth it. Some of the music on here is amazing, particularly from a content creating perspective, and it's all free access as well, so you can use it for any of your creative projects upcoming, which is really, really cool. Fantastic scheme on Darkstrider. Those browns look so lovely. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Would you like to know what colour the armour is? Because it ain't brown. But it is brown. The colour, the armour there, that classic Tau sept colour, that is 1 part Eandan yellow to 1 part Fire Slayer flesh. Boom. That's it. A couple of highlights on there with some Tau light ochre and some Ungor flesh, but that's it. That's the mix. The Dark Trousers is 1-to-1 of Cygor Brown and Black Templar. Really, really cool model. Really, really fun to paint. Fiddly, very small, but it's making me feel things in terms of building my Tau army, and it's gonna happen. Holy crap! I love that avatar. Good on you, Raymond. It is a good model. It is an excellent model. Hello, Hunter SWC. All hail George the Legend. All hail George the Legend indeed. George, the funder of Custodes. That is the second. So I've decided my 2 armies this year, for me personally, of course, will be the Custodes, and the other will be Tau. Because I've enjoyed painting Darkstrider so much, I'm going to do Tau sept as well, to go with my Commander Shadowsun, who I did 2 years ago now, I think. And now she'll finally have an army to back her up, which is really cool. You got a fine pointed pen like a fountain pen with no ink, and you scratch over the outline of the image and build layers. Normally did a silver and gold effect like chalk on a blackboard. That sounds horrible. Ugh. Yuck. Can't wait to watch your painting video of the new avatar when it comes out. I can't wait to paint the new avatar when it comes out. Not sure about the video. No, I'm joking. Of course there'll be a video. Was that Darkstrider I saw fly off to the screen? Yes, it was. I'm just going to remove the rock because it keeps falling off. I just need to glue it on. There he is. There's Darkstrider. Video coming very soon for Darkstrider. I really didn't glue that rock properly. It kept falling off. It's literally just, if I dropped it early. I was putting it down to go and have my tea, and I literally did this, and the rock just went pew. As you can see, there is no glue in there whatsoever. I did put glue on it, but it just didn't glue. So, you know. But yes, we will be doing plenty of Tau tutorials in the original Tau sept colours, because I really love that colour scheme. I was contemplating doing Viola, and at some point I am going to do Farsight's the 8. That'll be a fun video to do. I've got Farsight the man himself, but I just really want to do a classic Tau army. Because I think you don't see it very often, and I think it looks really cool. So I'm going to be doing one this year. Those are going to be my 2 personal 40k armies this year. Custodes and Tau. Because I've needed a Xenos army for a while. I've got my Chaos now. I'm always a big Imperium fan, so at heart. And I'm replacing my old Custodes army at the moment with the new one that George and Tolrix and all of you lovely people help fund. As well as Mr. Hellstorm Mikey, giving me all those new kits. in place of my old ones, instead of stripping the old army. Oh, I missed a bit here. That's not very good, Josh. That's not what you do. And it's exactly what I do. Miss bits all the time. Let's get this blue all over, shall we? It's funny, there are some paints that, like, some contrast paints that I've had to replace several times on account of using them all the time. And I always thought that Talassar Blue was one of them, but it isn't. This is still the original pot of Talassar Blue that I bought all those moons ago when contrast first came out. Which is surprising to me given how much I use it. But then there's paints like Black Templar, which is in almost every single video, I think. It might in fact be the only paint that appears in every single video. Blood Angels Red, that's in a lot of videos. I've had to replace Blood Angels Red several times. Which is fun. Silicanum Grey as well. Flesh Terrors Red. I've used like 3 or 4 pots of that. But paints like Ultramarines Blue. I've used loads of Ultramarines Blue. Never had to replace it. Talassar Blue. Achillean Green. Skeleton Horde as well. And don't even get me started on metallics. I seem to run out of metallics very quickly all the time. Do. Guess who's back? Back again. Rez is back. DMCA'd my channel. Joking. Ba-doo. Okay, it's another one done. Lithy. I'm going to do this one just quickly. Oh, this is a lot of paint. This might be too much paint. It's a shame we're not getting any new swooping hawks. Because I almost think this colour would be perfect for it. Doop 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 doop. Oh, we're running low in the lid. I did not mean to do that on those little lapel things there, but never mind. There we go. Good evening, Tom. Tom is here. Ben is here. Adam is back. Spent a bit of time this afternoon cleaning out some terrain scratch building raw materials, also known as rubbish. They've been hoarding a bit too much found plastic. We're moving house soon. Ah, that old chestnut. I'll do to you too, 3+ to wound. This is some Kirby's Dream Land funk. It is a bit. I'm a bit tired of the funk. Let's go for something else. No, not moods. I want genres. I just kind of want something soft. I want like some beats. That'll do. This will be nice, chilled. I'm going to have a chocolate. That's what I'm going to do. New Malgan Ra is sexy. Certainly is. I've got a funny feeling that model is massive as well. Yummy, delicious chocolate. Num 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 num. Yes, so I was going to talk a little while ago about some of the exciting new changes happening at Warhipster Towers, of which there are a few. So, as I mentioned, we're going to be doing even more content going forward. So basically the new schedule is changing, and what we're doing is we're moving towards basically 5 days of the week you're going to get content from me, because there's so many projects and things that I've got on the go now, it just makes sense to do it. So Wednesday streaming will stay the same. We're going to continue doing that 8 PM UK time for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We'll do that weekly every Wednesday. Thursday, you'll still get a long-form painting tutorial. So, for example, this week, I believe it's Vulcan Histan. Friday, we're going to be adding sort of miscellaneous content. So, with the new Codex and Coffee podcast, with the Tale of Many Warhipsters once a month, with 2 Codex and Coffee episodes per month, and Tale of Many Warhipsters, that's 3 videos. Often there's about 4 weeks in a month. Those are always going to come out on Friday now. And we're also going to be doing some additional hobby videos. So stuff like you know, how to magnetize Dire Avengers, for example, or you know, how to kind of correct contrast mistakes, those types of things. So Friday is now the slot for that kind of thing. So we're going to be doing that. Then our Sunday video that we normally do, Sunday video is going to move to Saturday. So we're going to be doing a video every Saturday now. So you'll basically get long form painting tutorial, which in this case, Vulcan Hastan being on Thursday. This Saturday, I believe it's going to be Njal Stormcaller, if that one isn't already out. Yeah, so those two videos as an example. Then on Sunday we do another live stream. Only this one's the Sunday show with Mr. 5 Minute 40k, otherwise known as ADR Wargaming, otherwise known as Adam. We'll be doing that going forward. So 2 live streams per week. The Sunday show will probably focus more on like what's been announced that week, what's going on pre-order, taking a deep dive maybe into some like new news, codexes and stuff like that, as well as doing a little bit of hobby here and there. And then yeah, that's it. So content on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. So your Monday and Tuesday will be Warhipster free for now, whilst I am just a one-man operation. But that's basically it. That's the choice. That's the changes. Hello there, says Mr. ADR Wargaming, and that's what we're going to be doing. It's in a bid to get that GW sponsorship, get that review contract. Try and get some of these things for free, rather than having to pay for every single one of them. Such as Darkstrider, for example. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So let me know what you think. And we'll see how it goes for a couple of weeks. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to the drawing board a little bit. But it does mean that Monday and Tuesday sort of becomes a little bit like my weekend. Of course it won't be, because I'll be editing and I'll be painting and I'll be building, but slightly less than what I do now, but with more content, as it were. That's the idea. Try and give myself a little bit of time. It does mean as well that things like, you know, playing games on the PlayStation 5, you know, things like Elden Ring, which I know everyone's very excited for, Total War 3, all that sort of thing. That sort of stuff can happen quite regularly on Fridays, and stuff like that. So, is it going to be a sudden change, or are you going to build up to it? No, it's going to be a sudden change that starts this week, Ben. Right. Next up is Ultramarines Blue, but what I do is I'm going to put it on the palette here so I can control it a little bit more, because it's a dark pot and my eyes aren't what they used to be. And I've only got one light, so it's just a little bit easier for me to kind of keep a handle on this now. I'm going to make sure that I've got the right amount of paint on my brush, because I don't want to overload the Talisar Blue now. So now this goes over the top. was actually the other night that I was trying to look at my phone. I was trying to read something in bed. It was very dark, and I was like, I can't see this. What is going on? So I had to turn the brightness all the way up. I was like, oh god, my eyes are becoming light sensitive now as well. There you go. How nice is that blue? I think we've got it all. Nope, no, just missed a tiny little bit there in the armpit. And a bit there under the hand. There you go. Ooh, bit of a dark blob there. Just move that. Don't want that. I really like that blue. Feels like it was not long ago you hit 10k and now you're already over halfway to 20. Oh, I know. I know. A Rolling Stone and Gavers Moss and all that. It's been a bit breakneck speed since getting over 10. So long march towards 20 is slightly less. Suspect we're going to do it this year, which would be really nice. And then after that, my next sort of milestone for me personally is 40, because I think being a Warhammer channel with 40k subscribers sounds pretty good. Problem is, to get to the other game system, you need 405,000 subscribers so that you can be AOS. So a bit of a way off of that, but who knows? Maybe 2030 we'll get there. Yeah, it's Ultramarines blue over the top of Talasar blue. And the Talisar blue just goes over a flat Grey Seer Prime. Don't think I mentioned it was Grey Seer primed at the beginning. How out of character for me. I'll tell you, honestly, if you could see the amount of YouTube tutorials of mine where there is a outtake from the very beginning of the video of me just going, so we're just going to just jump in and start painting and we're going to be using the colour. And it's like, no, hang on, tell them what it's primed with. Straight from the pot and put that over the hand. Oop. There we go, another excellent one. I've always wondered why you don't use a Zenithal Prime very often. Is it to stay close to the box art? Not really. I just, in my experience of using it, I don't see what it does for the model. You know? I feel like it complicates matters unnecessarily for me. Who are you looking forward to playing as on Total War? Chaos. Is that Talisar over Zenithal? No, I don't Zenithal Prime. I just can't. I don't have time to Zenithal Prime. Like, that involves me planning 4 days ahead. Because I have to prime it with the black or the grey or whatever. And then... and then I'd have to go over it with the lighter primer. Because my experience of it is you shouldn't really prime and then immediately prime on the same day. You should really give it time to cure a little bit longer. I know Zenithal, lots of people swear by it. For me, I just don't see what it does to the model, other than makes, you know, some models just look a little bit, you know, darker in the recesses on the legs. And maybe it's just that I just don't get the effect. Maybe I just don't get the technique right. I don't know. It's just not really for me. I just think it adds an unnecessary step. And that's just me personally. I know like I said, lots of people swear by it, but for me, nah. I did it on Be'lakor because I thought it might help, and to be honest, I don't know a lot about what it did. I don't think it added too much to that model. Because it's a black model anyway, so you don't really need to deepen the black. Because that's what we do with the contrast paint. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Ooh. Bidoo-bidoo-bidoo-bidoo-doo-doo. I think that's all of the blue done. Looks like it to me. Lovely stuff. Hello, Alex. I think Zenithal characters it's very subtle and only worth it if you're trying to get super high quality results. I don't know, I think it's an easy way to increase the shadow to highlight range. For me, it makes painting quicker. The thing about it is I've done this. I painted a Blood Angel in just Grey Seer, and I painted a Blood Angel Zenithal primed with Grey Seer, and there was absolutely no difference whatsoever. So, and I was like, well, I've just added a step here. Which is why I just don't do it. Back when I was, testing out contrast paints right at the beginning. So I mean, I tried it, and I was just there is to my eye, there is absolutely no difference between these two models. having been zenithal primed. That was it. And then I kind of I thought about it more and more, and I was like, I'm going to be doubling the amount of spray paint, have I? And I know some people would say, well, just do it with the airbrush. But then I counter that, like, learning to zenithal prime with an airbrush is another skill. So, like, it's just lengthening the time it takes for me to get it to the table. Whereas if I build it, spray it grey here, put it down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I can then start painting it. Which is my workflow. It gets it done quickly. I get ready quicker. I can get my videos made quicker. And to me, there is no discernible difference between this and a zenithal prime. That's it. That is just my views on it. That's how I feel about it. No, that's fair enough, Jordan. I suspect I was probably doing zenithal priming wrong. I suspect. Because I was doing it with spray can. But like I sprayed like almost top down, and I looked at it and I was like, this is going to look like crap. So then I went over to a slight, like kind of like a, I guess like a kind of like a 20-degree angle almost, and I did it again, and I was like, now it just looks like I've not finished the priming job. How much time do you think you save using the contrast method over the classic method? Hours. Hours and hours and hours. Hours. Yeah, tons of time. Tons and tons of time. And it, for me, it just looks better. It looks better. I mean, I say this all the time about Blood Angels, but like, if I'm painting Blood Angels, I'm doing one layer of Blood Angels red, and then I'm highlighting it. If I'm painting a Blood Angel in the classic method, I'm painting up from black. So I'm doing 2 to 3 layers of Mephiston red, and already at that point, it's the same length of time between getting it finished and getting it done, and getting started. Then I'm recess shading it with Agrax Earthshade. And Agrax Earthshade is a weak, to me, it's a weak paint. So you have to almost do it twice to get the really hard cut recesses that you get with contrast paint. And then I'm having to tidy that up with Mephiston red, and then I'm having to highlight it twice. So by the time I've done it, and this is the point, is like, you can do classic method really quickly, but you can't do classic method really quickly to the same standard that I achieve with contrast really quickly. If I timed it side by side, I would be halfway through the 4th colour by the time I finished the red on a classic. And it's just to get the same effect. You know? So I'm at the point now in my life where I can paint something like... Well, I did 5 Hammers of Sigmar the other day. Granted, a lot of that is metallic, but I did 5 Hammers of Sigmar in a day. If I'm doing that in classic, that's going to take me 2, 3, maybe 4 days. And I don't like painting metallics because I can't do them with contrast. A better example is these Dire Avengers. I did the first 5 in. I got them all to like battle ready standard. I did that in like 3 hours, 5 of them, and then I did all the highlights, which took a little bit longer. But like, all in all, it's a day's worth of painting to do 5 Dire Avengers. Now, if I was to try and do that in Classic, again, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I can't tell you how many. My point is, because I'm quick and I can get the blue on smooth and perfect most times, I've already saved time. You know, like these are perfectly shaded as well. All they now need is what I did on the formula, which is a Hoeth blue highlight. If I was to do this classic method, I would have only just done the 2nd layer of Cantor blue. And I would be about to start the Null Oil. So if I was, being super productive tonight, right now I would be starting the black anyway. So yeah, it's no contest for me. I save so much time doing it this way. Like I said, hours and hours, days and days. I did 500. I did over 500 models last year. The most I managed when I was classic painting was about 200. This year I've already done 42 models. And we're 39 days. 40 days. No. Is that right? Yeah, 40 days into the year. There. It must be more than 42. Maybe it's 50. Can't remember. Have to count it all up now. So, what I did next on the previous lot was I then used Shyish Purple to do all the blacks. So that's what we're going to do again. Just get this all over the gun. Now, the thing I would love the most in the world for Games Workshop to make would be contrast metallics. Then you would see my productivity literally explode out the window. Ooh, itchy nose. Oh, this is sinister. I guess the other main benefit of doing contrast painting for me is that I do stuff that I wouldn't consider doing normally with contrast paints. So like I've tried doing like wet blending, glazing and all this kind of thing in a classic method, and I get so bored. Oh, excuse me. What else is black on these? Oh, yeah, the face mask. Ooh, missed a bit. Lovely stuff. And all we've got is we've got the little ribbed cabling just there. We got some on the helmet as well. Oh. Lovely. You going to do the avatar boss? Yes, I am, Jordan. I am going to do the avatar, yes. The big question on everyone's lips is how will I do the avatar? What variant? Yeah, we're going to do Rangers, don't you worry. I'm going to do the Shroud Runners as well, whatever they're called. Going to do the new Autark. Dark Reapers. It's all going to get videos. tell if I'd missed a bit then. Two down. Is the commission for Baeltan? Yes. Yes, it is. Nope. That one clearly wasn't a fan of being around anymore. Yeah, all Baeltan. These 5. Have I missed this week's LRA? Yes. We're not full land raidering tonight. I'm looking forward to painting mine though. It's fully built. I finished it just after last week's stream. I hope so too, Chewy. I hope they get benefits for taking lots of different aspects. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh, I meant to say actually, I ordered some of this, which people keep telling me is awesome. So, looking forward to giving that a go. I should start with a commotion. I looked at buying a rhino. Ha! How dare you, sir? Um, sorry about that. What was that paint? This is Chrome. Vallejo's model Chrome, which everyone keeps telling me is amazing. I haven't actually looked at it. I mean, that's what it looks like. It's like a Stormhost Silver replacement, I guess. There you go. Look at how bright and shiny that is. It's very shiny. Now for the all-important part, the taste test. No easy peasy lemon squeezy. I bet it tastes horrible. I said we were never doing that again. So shiny. My hands are going to be sparkling for days to come. More shiny purple. For science. Survey says. Science says. Paint tastes horrible. Here, a bribe. Oh god. Do you know how long it took me to get that? Get the... I can't even remember what colour it was. What was it? Pterodon turquoise. What was it? It took me so long to get that off my tongue. Eat the forbidden soup. I'm not doing it, guys. Not again. I'll do it for charity one day. Maybe that could be one of the Friday videos I was talking about. You know, one of those miscellaneous videos. Oh, Fred, thank you. Thank you, you saved me. I was almost going to have to with a donation. I'll go to my mother's birthday party this weekend and people will be like, Josh has got an award-winning smile. How does he make it so shiny? Oh, well, the other night on his stream, he ate some Vallejo Chrome. So he's not feeling very well. And everything tastes faintly of paint. But boy, does he have an award-winning smile now. Do. Ate it. Whatever the hell we're listening to. I know it's supposed to be... modern. But it just sounds... it sounds alarming. Instead of tasting, how about some ASMR in your best deep movie voice? Would you say Autobots transform and roll out? Okay, let me just do this and I'll do it. I'll do it just for you, Chewie. Do you want, like, my deepest voice, or do you want, like, my deepest monster voice? Because I can do two. I'll give you two. I'll literally just do this little bit of cabling just here. Your voice does things to me. My deepest voice. So yeah, so like I have a like a Smaug impression, which is not a very good Smaug impression, but it's what gets referred to by Alice as my dragon voice, which would be along the lines of Autobots transform and roll out. Like that. Whereas my deepest stentorian voice is down there. So it would be Autobots transform and roll out. Like that. Those are my two. You could always cover yourself in it and be a bearded Colossus from the 90s X-Men cartoon. You'd agree to a sniff test, though. Alright, Fred. How does it smell? It doesn't smell awful. It smells quite fragrant. Dragon voice. Yeah. It's not the most heinous paint I've ever smelled. They call him Dragonborn. Fusroda! Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. Holy shit, what is this? A new Elder Scrolls game. Right, just got one more thing of Shyish Purple to do. I did a little bit of voice work for the podcast tomorrow, yesterday, which is a sentence that doesn't make sense, but it will. For the intro, I did my best narrator voice impression. It's the dragons. A dance with dragons. On Sunday, when we're doing the Sunday show, I'll get Adam to give you his full repertoire of voices. And we'll just sit back and enjoy the ride. Oh, it's not that. That would have been awesome, though. We'll just make it your power hour, Adam. Have you watched Arcane yet, Josh? Would highly recommend. No, I've watched the first two episodes. I need to watch the rest of them. I got distracted. I was going to watch it this week, but I got distracted by New It's Always Sunny and Murderville. I watched an episode of that the other day, it made me laugh, with Conan O'Brien. And of course, there's a season finale of Boba Fett to watch. I can't wait to hear your voice work, Rich. Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba. Here we go. Appreciate it all on. Have you watched The Legends of Vox Machina? No, I haven't. Yoshi's Painting. Hey there, Hipster. First live stream view. Been a subby for quite a while. Love the content, mate. Thank you very much, buddy. No doubt. Have you watched the end of what my fiance's mum is calling the Book of Bobo Feet yet? No, I haven't seen it yet. Matt has clearly watched it. Had a date with Boba Fett. How did that go? Did you just stand around his back to tank and hope he didn't wake up? Yeah, I've not watched it yet. I'll probably watch that tomorrow. And no, I haven't watched The Legends of Vox Machina. Was it good? Interesting. Sorry, I just received an interesting email, which I've been waiting for. Not from the powers. Are you going for your standard craft world colours for your Eldar, or are you doing a custom scheme? No, Yoshi, this is a What's happened? Has the stream dropped? Something's gone wrong at my end. I can't see anything. To answer the question, if you can still hear me, no, it's a commission, it's Baeltan, but these are Dire Avengers, so they're blue. I'm still on. Oh, good. YouTube is being janky. I see. I can see, so chat's coming through, but everything else has just gone blip. And it's kicked a bunch of people out by the things. By the looks of things. Thanks. Okay, looks like it should be. Everything's just gone poof. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Your email broke the stream. Yeah, clearly it did. Phishing email. It wasn't a phishing email. How weird. How odd. There you go. So there's... So now the next thing to do is to do all the Black Templar. So it's Black Templar on the guns then. And then it's white on the helmet, the hair, and the thingy. Apothecary white. And then it's gold on the rest of the details. It's very easy. Good. But it's 5 to 10. I can't believe that took 2 hours. I suppose we did do 3 paints. So we've got about 5 minutes left. Does anyone have any burning questions they would like to ask? I'm not going to start the black now. Are you off, Fred? Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, once the blue is on, it's like I said, just black, gold, white. And then whatever you want the plume to be. Which in this case is green and white. Like that. As you can see. So it's just be a case of putting the apothecary white on all over the top of that hair and helmet. And then you just relayer it with Corax white and it's done. Like I said, there will be a proper video for these. It's good to break the back of it now, as it were. Well, I say that. There's still 20 more to go. 21 more to go, because there's only 4 here. Any tips on priming a Zone Mortalis tile without losing your mind? Oh, man. Let me look at them. Zone Mortalis tiles. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. You know, I actually think priming it black, so just Chaos Black all over, and then just doing a heavy dry brush of silver, probably do, yeah. So that way you're kind of dry brushing into the black rather than having to shade it. So just spray black, dry brush over the top, large brush. Will you be getting ever-chosen Archaon model in the future? Yes, Mike's Painted Minis, I will. It might even be this year. I'm still yet to decide what my 2 AOS armies I want to do this year. Well, one of them is definitely Hammers of Sigmar. I've just got 4 dragons and 9 annihilators to do to finish that off. Make a nice rounded 3,000 points on the nose Hammers of Sigmar collection with Aventus Firestrike and Bastion Carthalos, and then a Knight Draconis, and 2, 4, 6, 7 Stormdrake Guard, which is a bit much, having played with them at the weekend quite a lot. But yeah, I really want to do Archaon and the Varangard as an army. So that's either going to be this year or it's going to be next year. I haven't quite decided yet. I want to go all in on with my Vansar base recipe, but I think it might break me. That might break you on a Zone Mortalis tile, because they're not small, are they? They're a proper tile of the game. But it is 10 o'clock, which means we have been live for 2 hours, which means that is it for tonight. I'm sorry we didn't get more of the Dire Avengers done. We'll continue to be doing Eldar streams and Custodes streams and all kind of things. As I said, we have the new schedule going up this week. So today was the beginning. So expect a painting video tomorrow, another video on Friday, a painting video on Saturday, and a live stream again on Sunday with Adam, with extra Adam included. That'll be fun. So yeah. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you so much for the donations. Really, really much appreciated. Helps keep the lights on around here and helps me keep making the content. Do make sure you give a like on the stream. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, do make sure to subscribe. That's a great way to support me and help grow this channel to the point of world domination. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Same Warhipster time, same Warhipster channel. As always, happy wargaming, stay safe, and have a great week, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.